Raptor, and it's also Epitaph, and also the the Acarius.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just hope that there's good farming spots. Void Cascade, that sucks balls. Oh, but there's also an why are there two Omnia Fissures?
There's usually two.
There is usually two?
At least I usually see two, but...
Well, this is the first time I've seen two. I need one more the Acarius Prime Barrel. Is there any weapons I need to level up?
I got one that I'm leveling up, but...
You started the mission before I could check.
I had the thing already ready, that's why. Be...
Did I leave on public? I must have not.
I think I'm host, remember?
Oh, you're host and it's on private.
Yeah. Well, it's on friends only, but yeah.
Still.
Well, we'll do one rotation, then we'll switch it.
Okay.
'Cause I might switch up Warframes anyway.
You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
Open the door already!
Our foes have compromised the habitation systems. How predictable. Stand by for life support.
Ooh, I love these guys.
Sure. Defend yourself and use reactant to
What?
open relics.
The big leg guys. Because
Oh yeah.
their headshot hitbox is so fucking big.
Use that reactant to open a relic.
Murmur are actually really weak.
Murmur
After having... What's
a
up?
dummy. You're stupid. They're so easy to kill.
Yeah.
Their weak points are really easy. Unless it's like
Well,
just him.
They're... Well, not just that, their health pools are like extremely low too. I was noticing that.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find
Oh, that was the first reaction I probably because I wasn't killing corrupted ones. I was just killing them.
Life support approaching.
Oh, you got Fibo there, so I'm going over by you.
Yeah.
I had to refuck my... Oh my god, the fucking void traces.
What?
There were like 7 in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been kind of running back and forth in the same little room, so...
Oh yeah, then there's these as well.
Yeah.
Oh, more affinity, nice.
I think there's a mech up somewhere.
There is, I know. I purposely let it do its thing.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
where,
might as well.
but it is existing. Oh, there's the guzzling. I think that was an arcane.
Sending an capsule. It's no ground trees, you know.
Oh, there he is. Got him. Electronic transform. Don't need them in right now, but they're useful to have.
Yeah, best to just pick them up when we can find them, though.
Especially since we're doing this mission for relic farming.
Yeah.
Or relic. Just general prime opening.
Yeah.
It's just a 2-for-1 at that point.
Yeah. Alright, I'm not meleeing as often, so yeah.
So Ace is dying.
Yeah. But I'm focusing on leveling up the sidearms, so
I'm focusing on leveling up Nova again.
yeah.
Which just means I just need to play the game.
My bleeding went down for a second.
Necromech.
They are so distracted by your attack that I am able to siphon valuables from their strongholds. They will never see this fish coming. If you wish, you may return to the sanctum. But I think you have more fight in you than that.
Oh wow, that was fast. I got the piece in
Yeah.
there.
Somebody else was working on getting it, so I'll pick it up, because I already have this piece.
Well, you need 2 of them.
I already have the gun.
Yeah, you already have the gun, yeah.
And you had one, I think, as well.
Yeah, I had
Okay.
one.
Are we gonna... Do you want me to open it up to public?
Yeah, we'll Exile open up to the public.
Okay.
It's like, find the fucking exit.
Gotta go up.
Yeah.
You're probably still wondering how the hell I move around like that in here.
Are you Goss?
Yeah.
I have no idea. That's just you existing.
It's fun running around at the speed of sound.
Running around at the speed of sound.
Okay, switching that to public.
Yeah.
You know what? Cyto 9 or... Nah, I'm gonna stick with Goss, because I'm trying to level something up. For the fact that Goss is supposed to be kind of a meme, he is extremely tanky. I don't know how to activate those missions from here. Do you?
I think so.
Okay. I have it set to public, so I don't see it in my like inventory thing.
Oh, I have 4 of these. So I can definitely. I recently got Stradivar Prime,
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I have it. I'm gonna try it. I had the parts. I never used it, so why not?
Yeah.
Be careful, because if we both walk in here, we just go in through the elevator. Oh wait, no. There was a... I swear there was something you interact with here to activate a mission.
Here,
Oh, there
switch
it
with
is.
me. I might
found
have
it.
to.
I found it.
Okay. About to say I might have to because of host, but
There, on the issue. Yeah. I need the link from that. I don't like when you start in your ship and it forces you into these areas, and it just makes things complicated.
yeah.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Is that my imaginary friend?
Oh, this weapon can be switched from full auto to semi-auto.
It probably has some benefits for being in one versus the other.
Yeah.
The murmur aims to choke you out. Not today. Preparing a life support capsule.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
Okay, I got what I want off of that.
It clearly has a higher crit chance in
Collect
semi-auto.
reactant to open your relic. Be aware. Only
I am still like
enemies will drop
doing a decent amount of crit with its full auto mode.
Oh, right. I don't have to worry about the explosions when I have kinetic plating up.
Keep fighting.
I can just nuke myself and be fine.
Yeah.
Capsule incoming. Use it well. They're expensive.
Oh, nice.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Yeah, it's actually not that difficult to navigate, at least in a year. With, even in Mach Rush.
Oh, he didn't realize he was going for a necropack.
Sending another capsule. These don't grow on trees, you know.
Are you done? They're super dead.
I have probably so many of these ribbon shards. I just have no idea what to do with them. Don't you make? Are you able to like make ribbons with them?
This is about the 900th time we've had this discussion.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting every time. We have it a lot.
Yes, you can turn them into ribbon mods. It's been so long since the last time I did it, I don't remember how.
Yeah.
The same answer from,
From
100. The
every time we
100th
play
time, all the
Warframe,
way
I'm
to
pretty
the
sure I bring it
900th
up.
time. Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty sure at least
Well,
once
man,
per stream of Warframe, you bring it up.
I already have that. I already have all of these.
Yeah.
Uh...
Now this is the more rare reward. I'll take it, I guess.
Oh my god, lightning. I got a Harrow chassis blueprint.
Awesome. Oh, hey, I just got one too. Now we can build another 100 arrows.
Either they need to lower the rate of that, or make you be able to get the rest of the parts the same way.
I know, right?
Like, I've gotten Harrow chassis, but I don't even know where to get the rest.
I don't even remember, to be honest. And Hera is one of my powerful frames.
Do you have Harrow Prime?
No. Any one of the stupid thing? The one piece I'm missing is the Hero Prime chassis.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
Because I think it's actually the hardest piece of Hero Prime to get. I think it's that piece at least, because I remember thinking, "Oh wow, that's funny.
Ironic.
It's ironically funny and painful at the same time." I feel like I should be able to trade in the 2 million Hero chassis that I have for one Hero Prime chassis. And before anyone
Yeah.
in stream goes, that's an exaggeration of how many Hero Prime or Hero chastises we've had. No,
No,
it
it's
is not.
not.
It is not. In one session of cleaning out my inventory, I deleted probably over 1 million of those. Why? Because it's that common of a drop.
It is like the common drop.
I think it literally can spawn on any mission. I think it drops. I think it has to drop from just like Eximus units, just period end.
I think it's legitimately just Eximus or something like that.
Yeah.
There's no way it's anything else.
It's the only consistent thing that's in different missions because it's not even the same enemy types. I've gotten it from Grenier, Corpus, all sorts of stuff. So it's got to be like Eximus units or something.
Yeah.
And drop a couple of those.
Ah, ability range and strength.
Well done, Tenor. Your relic is opened.
I got primary weapon damage.
Now I can blow up rooms by using one ability. Yeah. Did they kill the guy before he could summon it?
Probably. Most people don't like going up against the Necromax.
They're not that hard to kill. They're like babies.
Yeah. Yeah, these particularly are baby Necromax. I was really hoping for more Necromax, actually. We have Bone Widow and friggin'
Yeah, we only need the
and that's
two.
it. Or at least that's
Well,
the
they
only
are
two I've seen.
extremely difficult to get.
Well, used to be at least. I don't know about now. They had upped the drop chance when I went after Bone Widow, so... Oh, is he actually, like, looking for those? If that's the case... Let me... Grab one of those for you, everyone. Yeah.
I shall put this one on the pile. We're going to need a bigger size of
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna try a different piece of epitaph. Epitaph barrel. I won't deny that my projectiles have probably been tagging some of these other guys that are going for the Necromax too.
Mine too.
That's the only problem when you have heat-seeking projectiles.
Yeah, I also have the heat-seeking projectiles, the heat-seeking variety.
Yeah.
and then I can just kind of make everything explode.
Yeah.
Having
I need to
magnetic
continue
just
working
melts
on-
through fucking overhealth.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think I run magnetic and gas damage so much?
Yeah, because those are the two meta elements right now.
Well, that mainly because they just buffed them. They were good in concept originally, and then...
Finish your mission and
But
take a look.
their just damage was just too low and too niche as far as uses. And then they buffed them, and now we have two very monstrous elements. I'm calling that.
And they also made it easy to get it because there's a mod that just gives you magnetic damage.
Yeah.
You don't even need to have multiple mods to get it anymore. Same with radiation. I think there's a few other ones.
Yeah, there's some mods that do that just overall. I think there's one for each element now, at least. Hey, another hero chassis.
Oh my god. I probably picked it up and didn't even realize.
Probably. There. Primary weapon again. It does not like buffing my Warframes with good reason.
Oops. I existed and they blew up. Not my fault. Someone put a bomb in me. Why am I just doing insane amount of damage now? What changed?
You might have walked through my buff.
You have a damage buff?
Yeah. Goss.
Goss. Oh yeah!
Thermal Thunder.
Thermal Thunder. Did they just
I always
take my...
run that augment.
No, they just... Was I shooting? I don't think I was shooting. I may have been shooting the wrong gun. That's probably why they were taking more damage.
You were
That
shooting
might-
Latham, weren't you?
I think I may have accidentally been shooting Latham. I was like, why am I doing so much damage?
Here. Since you're leveling up a weapon too.
Well, I'm leveling a weapon and a Warframe.
Yeah, but for the weapon I can buff. Well, actually I don't know. I think it only does it for, like, weapons. That's the thing I see it on the most.
Does it say damage or elemental damage or?
It just says it adds this damage.
Yeah, it's the element.
Remember.
I'm pretty sure it's the elemental damage, which part of my thing it does have fire damage in it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know if it actually ticks over. I'll have to read it because it could be weapon specific. Say this though, Fenmore in that buff is holy.
I do not think the murmur will wish this to you.
Motherfucker.
Wisp Prime chassis.
I kept getting silver, so I was like, you know what? I'll switch to the relic that has the silver thing on it.
And it went gold.
And it went f***ing gold. I'm about to kick somebody's ass.
What, did you need brown?
No, I needed silver. It kept doing silver, like, I did 5 relics and they were all silver with radiant, so I was like, okay, fine. You wanna play this game? We'll play this game.
They may have been collateral damage. As in the room was collateral damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing about this augment mod for Nova, it fucking makes her AoE damage crazy.
What do we get for subsuming Nova, by the way?
You actually get the null cells, I'm pretty sure.
Would you be able to put, technically by that, would you be able to put molecular prime on things then?
Can you put the augment mod on?
That's the only thing I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I've heard some of them you can.
Also, it's a very restricted version of it. It's not full power. I think it's like max 15 spheres, something like that. Which is not great.
It may also be off of your power strength too, still.
No, it specifically says you cannot go past this amount.
That's weird. I've found nothing else that does that.
There are a few abilities that are restricted, I checked.
That's weird. You see, the void thing for, what's it called? Zaku? Where he just gives your stuff void damage.
Yeah.
That doesn't get capped. You can still bring that up to over 100%.
Well, the thing is, with Nova, it's just pure damage resistance.
Yeah. There's been other damage resistance ones that do that too.
I can double check after the mission, but I'm pretty sure it's restricted.
And maybe. They do some weird things.
They do.
Works for me.
The Red Blade Umbra actually got upgraded to what is now referred to as the Void Blade Umbra.
I'm guessing
Because
you
it
guys
now has
blocked
Zaku's first ability. It has Zaku's first
Oh,
ability, which
fuck.
is add void damage onto everything. Oh yeah. Let's just add some more damage onto all that now, shall we?
Just trying to charge up Latham, but everything is exploding. Not my fault, totally
The
put a bomb.
only issue sometimes with Nuve.
Yeah. Especially this type of build for Nova.
Yeah, it's just explosion build. Yeah.
It's... I kill everything, is what is happening.
Yeah.
If the weirdest thing does happen, though, with
Hey, another hero
with
Tessus.
with the secondary, with the augment mod, it
Oh.
changes how the null stars work.
Really?
Because before, if you kill someone with a null star, you don't get it back with the other augment. But
Yeah.
if you have both augments, you do get it back.
It's which order they're like taking the thing in and what's being prioritized.
Because it's... basically, it's the procking. They need to be procced with the thing before they die. I'm guessing they get proc, then they get the damage taken
Probably.
from the thing. And down.
Your hard work is really paying off.
Oh, we got one of the weapons. Oh, those are rare. God damn! I'll take this, but not what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
They're throwing an N17 radiant.
I'm gonna do something weird.
Are they trying to get the Nautilus Prime blueprint?
Possibly.
Whatever, I'll wait.
I forgot that because my Nova got redone, I don't have Equilibrium. So I'm not getting as much energy back. At least I have a decent energy build for my 10-0. It helps me build some energy real fast.
Well, good news. My sidearms are gonna be max rank by the end of this.
Oh, let's check my 22 right now. I have been switching off them a lot because they're not doing great damage.
I switch off of them when I run out of ammo, basically.
I switch off them when I
they're
run into
rocket
Eximus, or an enemy just that has too much health.
You see, after I got some more mods on here, they're actually doing decent on these Eximus. It's just, again, the max they can carry is like 30 shots. And each time you pull the trigger, it fires 2, so... Yeah.
It's the sidearms you're using? Or is it Epitaph you're using?
Yeah, it's the sidearms. Epitaph only has 30, but it's a single shot. With extremely high damage. These things are, explosive, rapid-fire explosives, so... That being said, their crowd control is relatively good.
Okay, my weapon's starting to not do damage, so I'm just gonna go straight lay them.
Are we gonna have a problem?
And there we go. Oh, perfect. Got infinite ammo for my secondaries.
Nice.
And increased damage, so... Get to crank some levels out of them now.
I got the same thing, but my secondary's lethal.
Collected enough reactants to open your relic.
If I had a Nova Prime to, a Nova to subsume, I would be able to tell you, like if you can put the thing on, but I I don't have basic Nova. I only have Nova Prime.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know where to get basic Nova.
Yeah, where do you get basic Nova? That's a very good question.
Freaking try me. Ooh, I can't believe you got to study the basics.
Alright, they're currently level 26. And that's without the final mission bonus, so... Let's see here, what would be the mission progress stuff? Yeah, maps rank. Okay, I don't need to be working on it anymore. I can switch off whenever I want. Only
I
problem
remember
being
when
is that-
Necromechs was scary.
We're going to need a bigger sector.
By the way, which necromech do you have? I forget.
I have grenade launcher one.
Kinda figured.
I have all of these.
Same.
I guess I'll grab Zaku.
Sure, I'll throw one more of these in.
Yeah, because there's the one for DPS and then there's the one for tanking. For the Necromechs. I had the one for DPS.
Yeah.
Well, it's also more melee. There's one that's more melee, one that's more ranged.
Yeah.
Bone Widow's melee, the other one's ranged.
I need to get back in and try Bone Widow again, because Bone Widow was on the weaker end, just in general. So I wonder if they, when they did other changes, because I felt other changes to the, other Necromech. The grenade launcher one. So I wonder how Bone Widow's doing.
Secondary buff again.
Well done.
Range and ability strength! Plus 300% extra damage! Speed!
That's a little disappointing when I kill, well, I did have the secondary buff, so... I killed a Void Rig without Incarnon form. It was just basic pistol
Oh,
form.
I've done that constantly.
True, Latham is a very powerful pistol. It's just disappointing when you don't even get a chance because you killed it too fast.
Yeah, I know, right?
I did get a secondary damage buff as well from the route opening,
Yeah.
so it does kind of make sense. But one thing is guaranteed, my Nova's most likely done. Let's see. Yeah, Nova's done. My assault rifle, not quite.
You have no life.
I assume we'll leave at the 30 mark.
Sure. Doesn't really affect me because these are not difficult enemies.
Yeah.
I could probably stay in here for an hour.
I probably could too. But it gets boring.
Well, we're gonna be doing more relic farming, relic opening, and this you can open
Yeah.
any relic.
Yeah. But if we want to switch anything.
True.
Like, I do want to switch off, the sidearms here.
Acarius.
Yeah.
And I do need
They're
to
fun, they're
throw
good,
Equilibrium back on Nova. And see if I can work around with the mods a little more. I am making an Omniforma, which is nice.
Time to clean house.
Omniformas are really good. Do Omniformas count towards Umbral slots as well?
Don't know, don't have any.
Well, I'm pretty sure the one thing is they don't work with Umbral slots.
Oh, let me know, because I legitimately I didn't even know Omniforma was a thing.
It's a more recent thing.
Your hard work is really paying off.
Finally! That's what I've been trying to get this entire fucking time. And I only needed one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and this way we can get some Void Traces back. I've gone through
Well,
a lot of them.
for this one, I was literally just using. I had the one where I was, where I used.
Yeah, all of my shit's been freaking Radiant because that's all of the stuff.
They are all gold.
Yeah, they're all gold and silvers.
Where the fuck is the extraction?
A good question.
It's not telling you either.
I see it blink in every so often.
It's probably
I think
over
it's
here.
this way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's over here.
It's just this line of destruction.
Yeah. This thing's hitting some good crits. Just didn't really put much effort into modding it. I just hit the autofill option.
Yeah.
Like, it's consistently hitting yellow and orange crits, which is nice. And that's in full auto mode. It like consistently
Mission
hits
complete.
orange crits
Excellent
and
work, Tenno.
semi-auto. And it was almost lab max rank.
Oh, the rifle?
Yeah. It's fine.
You are looking rested. Might there be anything I can assist you with? I have some thoughts on.
Now I think I just need the 2 receivers, or I'm gonna head back to ship.
Yeah.
Because I need to actually look at the fucking things I need for it, and I can't look at my foundry with this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I only need 1 prime receiver, and then I'm good. I have everything else. Sadly, I think the prime receiver is a gold thing. Yes, it is a rare one, but I do not even have the relics for them. Lith A6 and Lith A7 have it. And the Neo A11. I have none of those. And the Mix Ultra. So I currently can't do anything with that. It's weird how the game thinks split chamber is better than galvanized chamber.
What do you mean?
Whenever you auto put mods in, it prioritizes the split chamber over galvanized chamber.
Yeah, it will. Because technically speaking, you get more initially out of split chamber than you do galvanized chamber.
Yeah.
It's not programmed to look at the bigger picture. It just goes off of the highest stats that it can reach with the easiest mods.
Yeah, semi-auto has a larger crit chance.
You want him to go fast, slow, or just boom?
You know, just because I'm curious. There. Does the codex not tell you how to get the Warframe?
No, it doesn't. Give me a second and I'll look how to get thingy.
I think I have an idea of how I can check as well. I just gotta figure out where the fuck it is. The shop.
Yeah.
Here it is. Well, the blueprint you obviously get from here. Defeating the raptors on Nama is how you get them.
Mm.
I wanted to throw back on the equilibrium. Oh yeah, that's what I want to throw on. Peculiar audience.
Mm.
You know, the one that gives you random whispers every time you get a kill?
Yeah.
What is that even supposed to do, by the way?
I truthfully don't know.
Let's try this. Also, I wanted to check the thing for the... like, the subsuming thing. Yeah, it is the Null Stars.
Hmm.
Oh, it's not the Null Stars themselves, it's the damage reduction cap. It's capped at 75%. With Nova, you can easily surpass that.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I have. Especially now that I have 31 Null Stars. I have technically a little less power strength than I did before, but I have way more Null Stars. And also, I'm not done with her yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I have 7% per particle, and I have 31 particles.
Yeah.
10 is 70%. I have 30.
Listen,
I need to work on other
I can
Warframes so
call
I
up
can
the
just
ship
start
that makes
trashing some of the
stars
old
and go
ones.
boom.
I want to get Gara Prime too.
Solid frame. In all
Yeah.
honesty.
Not Gara, Garuda, but still, both.
Also,
I
very
want to
good
get
frame.
both. There's the Gara Prime blueprints. Do I have any others? The optics are rare, which is fun. Systems are also rare, which is fun.
Yep.
So pretty sure I have all the parts except for the rare stuff, because I had the blueprint and the chassis.
Yeah.
I forgot how blinding this cape was.
Mm.
The Tenocon cape
Yeah.
covers half my goddamn screen.
Well, that's your fault.
Okay, so we have 40 seconds.
On.
Omnia Survival.
Oh.
Pretty sure that was the correct one. If we have a set, we can still do it. Even if it gets cancelled. My Loki Prime, not Loki Prime, I don't have Loki Prime. My Loki looks fucking ridiculous, by the way.
Alrighty. Let's try this. Got something I'm leveling up myself now.
If I get melted, don't blame me. Blame Loki.
Why? Oh, you're... Okay. Got it.
I'm using a Warframe I barely use. And they're not full level. Oh my god, I'm partially blind.
The longer you hold out, the weaker the murmur gets. Make your presence known.
I'm legally blind.
Void Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
The murmur aims to choke you out. Not today. Preparing a life support.
Switch teleport. Did I just troll someone? Out of accident? Because I've tripped over my abilities.
Defend yourself and use
Yeah, probably.
There's the invisibility. That lasts for 9 seconds.
Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Well, do we have someone that I think we do?
Life support approaching.
I don't know.
Take a look. Everyone's health bar is
Your relic
Oh, we've
is
Baruch.
currently. Yeah.
Not Baruch Prime, just Baruch.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh. Revenant and
We have
Nova as well.
someone that's causing you guys to not take damage. Look at your health.
Isn't it you?
No, that is not me. Farouk does not do that.
Well, I don't think Revenant or Nova do that.
No.
Those are other two
Now
frames.
I've got it.
There's a possibility that they're also taking ability from another frame.
Yeah. I thought we had a not a revenant, but a thingy.
Got to be a little more specific than thingy.
Harrow.
Oh.
Harrow can do that.
Yeah, they probably took the ability from Harrow.
You can't. It's Harrow's ultimate.
I don't know. Well, we got Loki, Baruch, Nova, and Revenant, so... I know Nova can't do that!
Sending another capsule. It's no grand treat, you know.
Oh, I don't have to use this shitty gun anymore.
There you go.
I'm like constantly turning myself invisible because I know I'll die if they see me. And constantly placing decoys as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep Loki, because they're gonna stealth frame, and I don't like Loki's playstyle. Also, the 9-second invisibility is pissing me off. But it's probably because it's such a low level. Because
Yeah,
it's not max
that's
level.
exactly what it is.
I already have a stealth frame, and this is just basic
This fish just caught.
Loki.
You keep fighting, and I'll keep finding. Know when you are ready to return.
If I get Loki Prime, I might level them up, but that's probably the only way I would even try playing Loki for real. Damn it. I don't want these fucking mallets, man.
I don't either.
Why is it on so many relics? Because I'm pretty sure we weren't running the same relic.
I don't think we were.
Oh, that's wrong. like wasting a relic here because I wasn't able to make it radiant first, but it's fine. I see Loki being a very funny troll frame, that's about it.
Yeah. Nowadays, that's pretty much what he is.
Oh yeah, because there's so many better stealth frames. Which is technically what he's supposed to be.
Looks like you could use a bit of life support.
Put a waypoint? And why is there a waypoint? Oh, because there's a shit ton of fucking radiant here.
Yeah.
And a Harrow chassis. Just in case you wanted that. For your collection.
For the collection.
I should really be letting these guys transform before I melt them. Oh. But you can die.
I am rather disappointed.
About?
Farouk. Farouk used to be so strong, and honestly, now he's kind of weak.
Did he nerf him? Rework him? They probably nerfed him because his prime came out. But...
They usually don't do that. But... They usually don't nerf a frame because the prime comes out. They did with Limbo because Limbo was a weird scenario.
I think they did a little bit of a nerf to Wisp before Wisp Prime came out.
As someone that didn't use Wisp Prime immediately, no. They didn't.
No, it was like a small change that didn't really affect her at all. Because I'm pretty sure it didn't never really affected the ability that gets used the most, which is her buffs.
You see, meanwhile, Farouk went from dealing thousands of damage with his Serene Storm, his ultimate, to dealing barely 25 damage per punch.
Ew.
And not only does it cost a lot of energy to activate it, but you have to build up the restraint meter. Now the only thing it seems to really do is launch enemies into the sky, which isn't helpful. I don't know if they nerfed one of the things on him that made him do this, or what, but... Like, all of his other abilities feel exactly the same. They all work and function exactly the same. But my sword is doing more damage than his ultimate, basically, at the moment.
Not
with
good.
a mod that makes it that it does the damage that is the target is weak to. But my sword is carving up these guys faster. And both of them are crit builds.
We're going to need a bigger sight.
So I'm very confused as to why it is doing so little damage.
Figured I wouldn't get anything crazy.
Yeah.
I threw
That
in
was a
fucking...
Radiant I threw in, by the way.
And you got brown? I don't know which
Yep.
brown is yours.
The one I'm on.
Oh, the Forma.
Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna start throwing in random stuff to get Void Traces.
Also sucks you can't reproc your invisibility when it's about to end.
Hmm.
For
That's
Loki.
interesting.
You have to wait till it's done before you can reproc it.
Well, I mean, there is a lot of them that it's like that.
Yeah, but it's a little stupid.
I agree, but...
Stealth frames
No.
should be able to have some way of keeping themselves invisible. There should not be a single point where they're invisible.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
gonna have to
Loki's supposed to be
adjust
more of the trickery kind, like decoys
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I think where Loki was used as a stealth frame, I'm not sure that he was intended to be one, truthfully. I think he was meant to be this weird distraction frame.
I just don't like his playstyle.
Yeah. Very indirect.
Well, he has no. His survivability is his decoys and
His
invisibility.
decoy and invisibility, yeah. Making him kind of indirect in a lot of the stuff he does.
It is nice that you don't have to have a suppressed weapon in order to stay invisible,
Yeah.
but it's still not great.
Okay.
Unless my weapon is suppressed, I just don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Because you know that's
Okay,
an excellent mod.
I'm actually looking at the damage numbers that are popping up, and it's popping up with 30, 40, 50,000, all like yellow and above crits kind of thing, right? But it's barely doing any damage. I get the same numbers on my sword, and it's doing more. I don't know what's going on. I think they broke Harrow, or not Harrow, Baruch. I think Baruch is just not working properly or something. I do still want to get Baruch Prime, because Baruch is an awesome frame, and if his Prime isn't having this issue, then I would much prefer it.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
But you see all these guys getting launched around, I'm assuming, yeah?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of moving around
Yeah.
a lot, trying to stay alive.
Yeah, this is Baruch currently. For some reason, his stuff is just, like, launch enemies. It may have been when they changed how damage works, it may have messed them up.
Maybe.
Because
So
I'm
it
still
might have
sitting
been
here
an
punching the
indirect
same...
Baruch nerf? Like, not directly nerfing Baruch.
unintentional, yeah. Because I'm still sitting here punching the same target, doing 50,000 damage a punch. And it's not taking damage. Like, its health bar is not going down. It's getting flung all over the place. but it is not taking damage. Or nowhere near what it should be taking. But I switch off
What
of that.
damage
I switch
type
to the
does he
sword.
use?
His damage matches the element that the enemy is weak to.
Oh. So it should be doing really good.
It should. That's what I'm saying. He should. Baruch used to be so unbelievably broken because he could literally just switch elements on the fly. Because that was part of his, that was one of the augment mods for his last ability, which I'd like to point out is a exalted weapon. And a melee exalted weapon at that. Because there are now firearm exalted weapons.
Yeah, well, there's been firearm exalted.
There's
weapons.
been, it's just there's more of them now.
Your hard work is really paying off.
But yeah, my sword is doing 12,000 damage a slash on some of these guys, and it's doing more damage than it was on them.
Not what I wanted.
I'll take this.
I will take it, but not what I wanted.
This ducats at least, if I need ducats.
Isn't Larkspur the Arcwing gun that came out with
Hildren? Yeah.
children? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw this in, why not?
I'll throw this in. Why not? I have
Yeah,
more
my
relics, but I need to make them radiant.
Yeah, my sword is legitimately doing the same, like, number-wise, but is actually doing more damage somehow. Like, the numbers that are popping up on my screen are the same numbers, and sometimes lower, but doing more damage. Something's bugged. Now, granted, it is swinging faster. Ow. Maybe I tried taking that mod off. Maybe that mod's fucking it up somehow.
Maybe. Maybe the mod's bugged.
Could be. I'll try taking the mod off at some point.
Were they able to summon the Necromech?
I don't know if they were able to summon the Necromech. That's the thing. For the major lack of damage that I'm doing right now, you remember what I did to the enemies that we were facing last, was that Saturday? When we were doing D&D, how I turned one of them into a kite?
Maybe?
Or did you step away? It was D&D.
I don't remember.
You were attacking one, I grappled them and turned them into a kite. And then slammed their head on the freaking other one.
Oh, yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, that. Yeah, Baruch is basically turning everything into a kite. Everything just flies around. In fact, actually, here. I need to come to you guys because I need to get the last of my relics. The radiant stuff.
Has been cracked open. Finish your mission
Okay,
to find
here,
the
where are you?
Existing.
Existing, that's not a location.
Right in front of you.
Okay, hi. So, you're invisible, so you can kind of just see me start slashing some of these guys up, right?
Yeah.
They just kind of disappear rather quickly. Most
Yeah.
of these slashes are doing less than 20,000 damage, so Alright? Baruch is currently buffed. These attacks are doing 50,000s. But it's not killing.
Huh.
My foot slam just did 3 million in a red crit. For my heavy attack.
That's weird.
And it didn't kill it. But you'll also notice, look at them fly! I push them around and they start flying all over the place. The only thing that seems to be sometimes killing is the thing.
Probably
that's
extract at 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's a, that is with my power strength currently buffed, by the way. But you see how fast the sword's cutting them up, and then and because of the augment mod, these guys are supposed to be weak to my attacks. So something is not...
The damage numbers are right, but the enemies are not dying. Which is weird.
They're not taking the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sword is doing more damage, or the sword is doing less damage, and killing in 1 or 2 slashes. Minus on the Eximus, obviously. But then Baruch is somehow doing more damage, but not actually killing the things. Which is confusing me. Like, really bad.
We're like consistently getting that weapon part.
Yep.
I guess I'll take lavas.
So I am very confused as to what's going on with Baruch. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I'd suggest taking off the mod, see if it fixes it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, they pulled something like that with, they did nerf Limbo. Like normal Limbo beforehand. Because their plan was they were gonna increase Limbo's, ability range. Like his natural ability range, right?
Yeah.
Oh. And, wherefore, it wouldn't have been a broken thing. Some people made some complaints, basically, about, Limbo's range being stupid high. Yeah. They wound up nerfing... The same day that Limbo Prime came out, they nerfed basic Limbo's range. So, instead of... As an example, I don't think it was exactly this. Let's say that the bubble was 20 meters wide, right? For intensive purposes here.
Yeah.
The bubble was 20 meters wide. They nerfed it to 15, and then on Limbo Prime, it was still the same 20 meters it was on original Limbo. I literally, I kind of joke about it when I got Limbo Prime. I didn't gain anything. I kept something. I didn't really care because I still got the health and shields and the armor and stuff like that that came with him being a Prime. But the actual ability increase, yeah, that didn't happen.
Interesting. No, it doesn't look like I have it. I'm missing the only part I'm missing the Banshee Prime, just because I was curious, is the Banshee Prime systems, but I don't have any relics for that.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was curious if I had it, but I don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, I don't really care anyways. Oh. Am I really only missing the Zaku Prime blueprint?
That'd actually be kind of funny.
Yeah, I am. I have all the Zaku Prime parts, except for the blueprint. Sadly, getting the Zaku Prime blueprints is a rare. Fuck it, why not? Why not try?
Alright, what damage type should I throw on here? Since it's not matching elements anymore.
Probably best to go magnetic or gas, or both.
Can't do both, but I can go gas. At least for now. Okay, so this does not have the Serene Storm augment. So yeah, yeah, so Serene Storm, this is the name of the ability. With his restraints, basically without his restraints, Baruch commands the desert winds to deliver powerful radial strikes from his fists and feet. Each movement emits a storm and restores his restraints. Right? Okay. So basically, it's like the gauntlets and feet. And then Serene Storm has its own combos and stuff like that. No like super big deal, just it exists. By the way, it's also currently sitting at a 130% critical chance with 4,000 damage. To give you reference on this, Fenrir's Fang is sitting at a 120 critical chance. Its critical multiplier is higher at the moment, but it's only sitting at 2,000 damage. So, in theory, this should still hit relatively equal. Relatively. That last mod slot that I'm missing is going to be critical damage because... critical damage.
Yeah.
And I may change this one mod out here for more critical damage or more damage in general. I'm going to read you what the augment mod did. So, Reactive Storm, Serene Storm Augment, Desert Winds is granted 250% status chance and changes damage type to match the enemy's weakness.
Sadly, the
For
Yeah.
some reason, it's not working.
yeah,
Or at least that's the part that I theorize is not working.
yeah. Currently, there's only one Omnia Fissure, and it's Alchemy, which I heard is a terrible mode. So we're doing Neo Defense.
Okay.
Maybe because someone might throw in a Neo V9. Who knows? Maybe we get lucky.
Which relic is it?
The Neo V9?
Neo V9. I'm just checking to make sure I didn't
you don't have
pick
it.
one up.
Because that's the Nyx Prime blueprints.
I'm just checking because freaking insanity, you know?
Yeah.
Stupider things have happened.
Yeah, Neo V9. Nyx Prime blueprint. Supposedly it's not vaulted, but
Yeah, HC cut. I don't understand.
it's just Veil Proxima.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I'm gonna keep finishing until I can properly get the other thingy running. Okay. Slide.
Neo S18 is that guy. So already not a V9, and I don't know what the other guy brought.
The enemy is at our
T9.
doorstep. You must defend our equipment
The other guy.
until reinforcements arrive.
Oh my god! It went from 10
Watch
seconds
out.
to
I'm
13
detecting
seconds.
void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
It's just as shit.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Hey, hero chests.
Oh my god.
Collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Don't know why I'm trying to bother freaking getting what's it called? Charge off of these guys. They die in one hit for the most part anyway.
Yeah, I just like getting charged anyways. It's just in my system to always build charge on my Incarnon weapons.
Yeah, it is. It's just I just catch myself every so often. I'm like, why am I like being so
Why am I like
particular
this?
yeah, why am I being so particular with this? It'll charge as it goes. It's not like I'm in desperate need of, hey, this needs to be charged up for this specific mission, otherwise we're gonna fail. It's just
Oh my god, Pavel Scranum!
From the grasp of the idol.
Oh, I actually hit a headshot there.
But yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them to have nerfed Baruch in that way and then release Cyto 9.
Yeah.
Because Cyto 9, when built correctly, not only can he stay infinitely invisible, he regains energy, can see and shoot enemies through walls, and each shot, as long as you get somewhere close to a headshot, does well over 4 million damage. And he doesn't even have to be anywhere near the fight. Baruch has to get his restraints removed before he can even activate that mode. Which requires him to be in the fight, taking damage.
Wasn't Baruch a tank frame technically?
No, he's not.
He's not? What kind of frame is he?
A DPS.
Ah.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Baruch is supposed to be a DPS frame. Oh my gosh, it was the frickin' mod.
It was the mod?
Yeah. I just fired off a punch and it just annihilated everything. Now, these guys are a little bit weaker, mind you, but this is more like it's supposed to be.
Well, if the test in a higher level mission, once we get one.
He's one punching everything now. But yeah, Baruch has some survivability that can make him tanky. But I have health and shield mods on, I'm pretty sure right now. And this is a max level Baruch. Take a look at my health.
Oh, that's not that great.
Yeah.
You've
Now my
you've
primary
health and
ability.
shield mods on?
I believe I have Vigor and then another health mod, but yeah. I know I have at least one thing increasing that.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Baruch's base health must be fucking 2.
Yeah. Now, my 3 abilities, keep in mind, once I am below 50% restraint, I get a 50% damage reduction. Or I think that's what it said at
Rat and
least.
Prime Receiver is the only thing I don't have. And it's the highest
I
level
have
thing.
everything here, so I am taking the Forma.
Well, 2 of them are Forma, so...
I am taking the Forma.
Sure, throw this in.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity.
Oh,
to
but you're both
extract
through an
more yourself.
A13, whatever that is.
Yeah. He switched, in all honesty. He had a T9 in, and then switched it. So...
Maybe he ran out with the relic he wanted to open, so he just wanted
Well,
to
no,
output
he had one on, and then
Oh,
he
okay.
switched off of it. He actually had he selected one before I did, so
Oh my god, 18 seconds!
that's not horrid.
That's not horrid, but it's still terrible.
Well, considering I think that's what, like, Ashes stays at, generally speaking.
Yeah, but Ash has a way to refund it.
Yeah, activate it again once it's done.
No, but there's if you do your...
Finish your
He has a
mission. Take look
mod
inside.
that makes it so he can stay in invisibility longer and he can infinite invisibility. Maybe Loki has it too, I just don't have the...
I
augment mod
was about
for
to
it.
say, I'm pretty sure there's one that turns it into an energy drain for Loki.
I don't really care. I'm not gonna be using him. Oh my god, Lightning, another Hero chassis. Can you believe it?
Yeah, so... I know. I want to check this. I want to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. What did this do again? Oh, yeah, that. Oh. That's why.
What?
Okay, yeah. No, that makes more sense.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so. Here's how Baruch works. So, I have to remove my restraint meter, right? In order to use my last ability.
Yes.
Right? So, I have a couple things that can remove that restraint meter. My first, actually all three of my abilities, minus my last one, can remove the restraint meter. Mind you, in different ways. My first ability, when activated it, as long as I'm not attacking, I have a, 40% chance to dodge attacks.
Okay.
At the cost of consistent energy drain. When am I not attacking, exactly?
Yeah. Well, isn't Brooke supposed to be like the pacifist frame?
He is supposed to be like a... I equate him to a monk. Legitimately, if you stop and look at Baruch, he is a monk. My second ability is lull. I can lull low-level enemies to sleep, and that removes my restraints. Though I can only use it every so often because it has a cooldown. And it doesn't make enemies that fall asleep any weaker or any stronger. It's
So they're just asleep.
They're just asleep. They're not doing anything, which is beneficial. The last one is the daggers. Each enemy tagged with a dagger removes some of my restraint meter. The daggers do 20 damage with a 200 power strength build.
Huh. I accidentally shut our ally. It's fine.
Or something to the equivalent of.
Oh, you could barely give the daggers the point.
Huh?
Your daggers, they've been given the point. Because you give them to allies too.
Might. I don't know how I did that.
Well,
Okay.
I know one of your abilities goes to everyone because they're the things that float around us.
Yeah, the daggers might be that then. Used to they didn't do that, but every time a dagger hits something, it gives me the restraint removal. At max strength restraint removal, I do get a damage resistance up to a maximum of 50%. Right?
Okay.
That's at max restraint removal. I
have a dagger around me now.
Yeah, to give you reference as to how much
on?
I've been actively trying to remove my restraints. I have only just now removed all of my restraints from beginning of the mission.
Fun.
Yeah. And if I activate my other one, it takes me out. It removes some of the restraints, or it puts more restraints back on. Now, granted, for a short period of time, I have probably close to a 90% damage reduction, but it quickly goes away. But I exchange it for having one of the high, or used to, what it was that you exchange all of this extra BS you gotta do for one of the most powerful, like, attacks in the game.
Now, not so much.
Now, not so much. Well, and actually, it's feeling better now. That
Now that the augment's gone.
Now that the augment's gone. But to give you an idea, I just popped...
Extraction is ready. Unless you can
I popped it for the last half of that
we'll
wave.
probably leave here so I can switch off Loki. And sell Loki.
I popped it for the last half of that wave. Sure,
I'll grab a third Wisp Prime.
I popped it for the last half of that wave, and it took almost half of my restraint meter. So,
hey, another X1.
Yeah.
That's the Zaku blueprint I need.
Very impressive, Tenno.
There we go.
You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
So I'm very confused. Honestly, I may, when I get Baruch Prime, I may change out his primary ability for Zaku's primary ability. Just to give him extra damage. But Baruch is legit just a monk from D&D.
Hello, dear.
There's a Warframe we need to work on. Okay. I'm going to quickly sell Loki, and then I'm gonna. And then
oh wait! Before you sell Loki, why not just subsume him?
True. I can feed him to Jeff.
Yeah, feed him to Jeff.
I don't know what I get from him, but he's getting fed to Jeff.
I don't remember either, but it's better than not feeding him to Jeff, truthfully.
You get decoy.
I mean, still not horrid. You never know. Maybe there's something that needs it later.
Oh, Jeff eats a lot of cryonic.
Yeah.
Okay. There. Fed Jeff. And I'm gonna feed him at Warframe. Bye-bye, Loki. Where was... There. Well, I'm gonna go check food. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did Nyx just fart with that idle animation?
What?
She crouched, and then a fog came out of her.
I'm not.
Okay, Raccoon Fisher still sucks for now. Okay, looks like the best one we got is Mezzo, which is survival. The rest are garbage. No infinites, besides shitty ones like Interception.
That's sucky.
No, it's not that.
Checking some stuff.
It's fine.
Yedamus. Eat.
Yeet.
You'll never catch me, wizard. I cast tungsten ballsack.
A
The
lone
fuck?
tunnel operative is raiding the ship for supplies. You are here to destroy.
I don't know, I felt like it.
Trigger the alarm. There are void fissures in the area.
Odd question,
Use
do
these
you
to
know,
crack open
do you know how heavy tungsten is?
They have just
I
shut
know
down
how
the
it's like
systems.
the heaviest
I'm
metal in the
sending
world.
life support
It's like
capsules
one
your
of the
way.
heaviest, yeah.
I think it's the heaviest, actually.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
I am dying.
Hi, dying. I'm lightning.
Well, I only got one ability with Nyx, and trust me, it's not survivability. I make them my friend.
Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Oh, you're working on
Nyx
basic
now?
Nyx?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, neither of us have full Nyx. Prime Nyx yet, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm betting if you saw me suddenly running Prime Nyx, you'd be pissed off.
I would reach through my screen and legitimately cast tungsten balls.
Because we both been trying. I'm not an idiot. I know that we both been trying to get Nyx
Yeah.
Prime.
I was checking something. I'm coming across little bits of information that make it look like those relics that are, quote, saying they're here aren't actually in here.
Really?
Yeah. Like, little, like, in-game hints kind of thing.
You have collected a
Like,
I
as
think
an
it's-
example...
I've delivered a life support
Good lord.
capsule to the area.
I think it's just
Activating
those
it will
ones
buy
that
you
are
more time.
like that. But the thing is, there's just so many relics that drop there, the chances of us getting it are extraordinarily low. Even if it's a 5% chance.
That's not what I'm talking about. From what I found, and I could be wrong in saying this, but at one point in time I remember checking this, and used to any relic that wasn't vaulted, so anything that wasn't vaulted, anything along those lines, you could get from the syndicates.
And we can't
Well,
get them
I recently figured out how to check what relics you can get from the syndicates, and they are not there.
Maybe there's special relics that you just can't get from the syndicates because
You
they're
can
probably...
get vaulted relics from syndicates when they come through rotation.
Life support incoming.
I'm mainly saying that you probably have to... They're probably non-permanent relics, because supposedly these relics are supposed to be permanent. According to, like, Google and a bunch of what people are saying.
Yeah, except everything I've looked up, people are saying that you can't get those relics. It's broken. They're
Additional
not
life support has arrived.
actually in the game. They're just visually says that they're there. But they physically just will not drop.
So, Nyx, you use your first ability to control people. Second ability is just a projectile.
Second ability...
Sonic bolts.
So that's the thing that gets you basically steal stuff from enemies that way.
Ah.
So, as an example, you steal Overguard from
Eximuses?
from Eximuses and stuff like that, yeah. You can steal armor from Grenier and shields and stuff like that from others. If I'm thinking of the correct one.
It's a good maybe.
But, yeah, I'm seeing controversy on if those relics are actually in here or if it's a visual bug.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm more inclined to believe that it is a visual bug considering how many times...
We've been trying... How long we've been trying
it's
to
not...
do.
Yeah, and it's not just... It's not just the fact that we've been doing it that many times. It's we're getting the same 5 to 6 relics, which are the only other 5 to 6 relics on those frickin' things.
I just unlocked Chaos, whatever that is. Looks like it gives me a headache.
That one, you turn a bunch of enemies radioactive, and they start attacking each other. Yeah.
Chaos!
The raid is off to a successful start.
But yeah,
When you need it,
I've been
start
paying
to
attention
get-
and taking notes. We have been getting the same like between 5 and 6 different relics on that mission every single freaking time. You know what? Sure, I'll take an extra one of these.
An extra mallet? Oh no, extra assault.
I got 4 of the mallet.
That
Before
mallet
starting
just
this
loves to
adventure.
drop.
Yeah, before this adventure started, I had like 4 of them. So, oh, bye.
Someone's already leaving, okay.
Yep. Evidence that I've collected in-game is suggesting, and I mean in-game, literally in-game, is suggesting that those relics do not drop. And we all know that there are times that Google is useful for getting information, but
sometimes it's a lying bitch.
It's a lying bitch. As an example, Google predicted, or the people that were doing Google stuff, predicted that the Titan was going to be the most overpowered of the classes when Prismatic came out.
Well, that was people making estimates, not actual.
Off of the information, well, that was the off of the same class items that. Oh, wait a minute! Every Titan also pointed out, it's like, no, that will not work. It will not work. We're telling you right now, it's not gonna work.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Yeah, it sounds cool to do the slam, like 3 times in a row, but then what? And that's exactly what happens. Like, oh cool, we can do the slam 3 times in a row. Oh,
well, what do we do now?
I don't have any resources. I don't have any resources and no way of regaining those resources to continue fighting.
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Retreat! I still love... I should probably rephrase that. I still love Destiny. I hate what they did to Titan.
I got a mission to bullet jump, so I'm just gonna bash into a wall and bullet jump.
There you go. Oh, I got one too.
Are you also bashing into a wall?
I'm moving from room to room looking for stuff.
You also do chaos here. Have people. And have chaos, literally.
But yeah, I legitimately like Destiny still. It's just... There's a lot of things that they did, particularly to Titan, and it's caused this massive-ass chain reaction now. That is, well, causing a lot of issues. And to add to that, now the whole lawsuit issues with the Red War coming through. That I don't like saying I know better in this regard, but honestly speaking, looking at a lot of information, it might be better to cut their losses with Destiny 2 and try to save whatever they have left for Destiny 3. They've already talked about it. The concept of Destiny 3 that they wanted to go with is something that the player base has wanted for a long time. So, I mean, it may just be better to do that. And you wouldn't have what happened to Titan, basically. It wouldn't happen again because of how it's set up. But...
Well, I don't know how they were planning on setting up Destiny 3.
Well, again, you know what happened to Destiny 2, right? With the, what happened with the Titans?
Titans, just didn't have anything that would make them good. They had all their bad abilities on Prismatic, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much. Basically everything that was considered, and not even that necessarily those abilities were bad, it's just they had nothing to work with.
They were bad in conjunction with the rest.
Yeah,
they were all good on their
other.
respective classes, but...
Yeah. It was just not. And then they nerfed other things to compensate. Like, they made it where the melee for, the strand melee for Titan had a whole, like, 60 seconds more on the recharge than the base version. They made it take longer because they're like, oh, the hammer thing is going to be like overpowered to just continuously slam. One thing, if you play Solar Titan and made a Slam Titan with that for the Solar Slam,
it was
one,
better
it did
than
more damage.
Prismatic.
2, it recharged almost instantly, so there was no benefit to running it on Prismatic. And then 3, it just did a lot. It did a lot more damage. It did a ridiculous amount of damage in comparison. Me and Shadow actually went into Grasp of Avarice and tested it, and it outpaced it by almost 100,000 damage, even with all 3 slams hitting the same target. It was bad. And then a lot of the content required you to play Prismatic to get through certain parts. So it was one of those things of like, well, it's almost physically impossible to play Prismatic on Titan now. So what do we do? So this started a chain reaction of Titans quitting the game or going on strike. And we all know what happens when you have a composition and that composition disappears.
Yeah.
An example, whether it be frickin' Overwatch or oh, excuse me.
Good example. Marvel Rivals Healer Strike.
Yeah, it's not as prevalent in the beginning, but it does happen. You lost your Titans were on almost every class number one. They were the tankiest that they could be out of all classes. Some more tankier than others. Strand Sword Titans.
Yeah. Oh my god. I just remembering that shit.
Nearly freaking immortal.
Yeah, you
As long as I had one sword ammo, I was basically immortal.
Were you still immortal even without sword ammo?
I was near next to it, yeah. That was...
Oh my god, lightning.
That
Arrows
build for Titan was honestly probably... You know how you got Hunter perfected when Prismatic came out? That was probably Titan perfected, if we're being totally honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of those Strand builds revolving around that. The ability to heal and make allies tankier, plus tank unbelievable amount of damage.
Gonna learn what the last ability does. Absorb. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it does, but I'm just hanging out.
You absorb and then it releases damage.
Your relic is opened.
But yeah. So, there was that, and I'm like, yeah, a lot of people were... And Shadow even was guilty of this too, which was the hilarious part. Because when I was explaining to him, hey, this isn't gonna work, this stuff that they're pointing out for Titan, he's like, you're used to the Banner of War Titan. Just give it a chance. Try it out. It's not gonna... Do you remember when he joined the party?
He was complaining about how hard it was.
He was crying.
True.
Bro was basically crying.
He was not happy how hard it was to beat the game as Titan.
He came over to me, and the first thing I heard from him was like, Lightning, I'm so sorry. What the hell did they do to Titan? I'm like, yeah. But anyway, it caused Titans to go on strike, which then caused... And I don't blame Shadow or anyone else that thought this, because, yeah, Banner War Titans are powerful, and we were nasty creatures that were hard to kill. So people thinking, oh, well, just because Banner of War isn't on there, it's like, it wasn't anything about Banner of War, it was just that these things don't work together. Read them out, they don't work together.
Yeah.
So a lot of people really thought that it was just that, and it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I think I need to throw another ability on Nyx. Something to give her a little more survivability. Just an ability to give her more survivability.
There's an augment you're gonna want.
Got it.
And it'll fix it.
So don't mess with the stuff, just get an augment.
Yeah, don't mess with the stuff just yet. It takes a second, but... There's 2 augments you could go with, actually.
I've been poisoned!
One allows your last ability to become just where you can walk around in it and attack whilst in it as well. And instead of a timer, it becomes energy drain. But you get that invincibility the entire time.
Okay. Keep shooting my own ally in the head.
But, like, you guys figured it out when I was showing and explaining the stuff. I mean, you guys are used to me being a freaking wall, and
yeah,
I was the squishiest on the team.
Me being the tankiest on the team was not correct.
Yeah.
Even though I was playing, I'm pretty sure at the time I was playing one of my more tanky hunter builds. It's not right that I was tankier than the Titan.
Yeah, well, and I think that's what sparked Shadow to like actually go and try Titan. When we were in the game basically at this point, I had everything that I possibly could get for Titan on Titan, and I still was dying quicker than his squishiest frickin' Warlock. I think that's what sparked him to go, okay, I gotta go check this. Something's not right. I gotta help him out here. And then he went, oh, good lord. There is no helping.
I can't help.
There
can't help
is
that.
no helping.
I
What
can't
did
fix
they
stupid.
do? What did they do? But yeah,
The longer you fight, the more successful.
but the only reason I think Shadow even checked that was because of what was happening to me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been a
looks like
lot longer
garbage.
before anyone found out. I don't have 2 of these. I have 2 of the other. With all that going on, Shadow jumped in to check out what was going on, and oh, we're leaving.
Yeah, sorry, I had food in my mouth.
Ah, that's okay. It doesn't matter.
I just want to get the next augment mod so I can be
Yeah.
tankier.
It.
One interesting thing with this, I could probably just hold X and go up.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Another job well executed.
But where was it? Oh, so yeah. So a lot of other people didn't necessarily do this, so it was legitimately just the Titans that fucked off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, obviously this left a problem in the fact of, oh hey, there's no tanks anymore for raids, or these missions, or that mission. So other people started taking up Titan as a secondary character, right?
And then they saw how bad
And
Titan
then
was.
they saw what was happening to Titan, and then they left, because guess what? It does happen in friends groups where someone gets nominated, someone draws a short-ass straw, and gets stuck as the new Titan main. And then they quit, and then it just became a spiral. And so, yeah, now Destiny's still got a decent amount of players, but I doubt many of them are using any kind of prismatic if they are a Titan. That, and from what I've heard, they haven't added any new aspects.
Oh, it
So-
was the assimilate, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Assimilate. But yeah, I've heard they haven't
I
added
apparently
any
already
new
have it.
aspects or anything along those lines.
I just didn't have it equipped.
That sounds like you problem.
That does sound like a me problem, which is why I'm fixing said problem.
But yeah, it just spiraled, and I heard a ton of people left Destiny, and they're all sitting back like, "What the fuck happened?" Like, yeah, we told you. But the nice thing I've been hearing is that one, they're trying to do some stuff to fix Destiny 2. I give all of the aspects from all subclasses to all characters. So every Titan aspect, give it to Prismatic. Every Titan melee, all that kind of stuff, give that to Titan. Same thing for Hunters and Warlocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That way no one's at a disadvantage. And it'll fix the stupid-ass problem with prismatic bullshit, because guess what? Even the prismatic grenade you got by going into your prismatic mode
Suck
was
balls.
shit on Titan! Oh, it suspends enemies that are smaller, that are only, like, red bar and below, and of X size category. I couldn't suspend Minotaurs with that bullshit. And if anything was a yellow, or it was an orange or above, forget it, it wasn't getting suspended either. So then all it did was give Jolt, which, oh, wait a minute, Lightning Wolf, I tend to carry Jolt weapons! Because guess what? That's one of the best ways to get friggin' light buildup. So why activate an ability that actually caused more harm than good? So that would need to be buffed. But I would actually, if I found out that they were giving Titan all of his, like, aspects and stuff on Prismatic, and the same thing for Hunter and Warlock, I would 100% re-download Destiny.
Hey, another Omnia mission survival.
Yay! I would 100% join back in. Why? Because the game is still good. The only thing that was wrong with it is that I just couldn't play Titan anymore. And Hunter was broken as fuck. Like, legit.
Yeah, Hunter does have. Especially that they released their weapon.
Yeah. You can't tell me that you freaking nerfed the Titans for fairness and then do that to the fucking Hunters. What the hell? Invisible golden gun bullshit.
With also, like, triple golden gun.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you set it up right, you could legit triple golden gun with Celestial Nighthawk. And it's just like, what the fuck? And you said Titan was unfair. I had a really broken ass build on my Warlock too. That's the funnier part. I had Hunter perfected. My Warlock wasn't as strong as my Strand Warlock, mind you. But it was actually decent. It was strong. You know?
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open.
It didn't feel like I was playing on hardcore mode.
The murmur aims to choke you out. Not today. Preparing a life support capsule.
You're near a fissure. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant.
But from what I'm hearing, there was a lot of back and forth about, oh, Destiny 3 is going to be a thing. Oh, we're just going to continue to upgrade. Yeah, you can't crouch, and I don't think you can.
I can't
bullet
sprint
jump
either. I can't crouch, sprint, or bullet jump, and I can't even double jump.
Yeah, but you get access to your weapons, and you're just invincible, or should be invincible.
Yeah, and it looks like it gave me some decent overhealth as well, unless I just stole that from before.
You may. Oh well, no, we have a Dante, I think.
Oh. No, we don't. We have Baruch.
Nope, we have
Mirage,
a Frost.
And we have Frost. Okay, Frost is. Well, isn't Frost for himself?
What's up?
Doesn't Frost just give it to himself?
No, he gives it to everyone. The same augment that gives Frost that ability makes it where it gives him to everyone.
Oh, okay.
It's off of his avalanche.
Life support approaching.
But so for Destiny 3, the concept and the general like idea that they were toying with was abolishing classes entirely.
Probably not a bad idea, as long as they do it right.
Well, what they were going to do is that instead of there being Titan, Warlock, and Hunter, you were going to start off as, quote, Guardian. And you could spec in and get abilities from any of the classes. So all abilities of the classes would remain. But as an example, like, you could have Banner of War. Banner of War and the Flaming Sword from Warlock. And the invisibility from Hunter, as an example. So legitimately, you could spec into a bunch of different things if you wanted. You could be Titan with Golden Gun.
Yeah, that'd be only a little bit terrifying.
Yeah, but everyone would have access to it, no matter what quote class they were.
Your relic is open.
That doesn't change that it would be terrifying.
No, it doesn't, but... Could you imagine a hunter that when he goes invisible, he spawns in like 50 minions? Like the freaking warlock does?
Yeah.
Or, oh wait, better yet. So, the hunter, the Liar's Handshake, with the Arc Hunter build, plus Banner of War. That would be horrifying. That would legitimately be horrifying.
Yeah.
That hunter build already can do, in a single punch, like over 2 million damage. If done and set up correctly. Banner of War would just increase it further.
So besides making me really, like, an unstoppable force, what does the final ability actually do?
The modded version or the...
Either one.
Originally you build up damage and then you spit it back out at something, I think. As for this one, I think the same thing happens, except... obviously it's when you run out of energy. Yeah.
Or you deactivate it
when energy, or deactivate it, yeah. It was supposed to be the panic button, but that augment kind of just turns it into the...
I am the Terminator?
I exist. I exist. Yeah, it turns her into Terminator mode.
Yeah, there's the survivability I was looking for.
Yeah. Now that doesn't mean we don't move something else around on her, but...
Maybe something to give her a little extra survivability when she needs it.
Well, I was thinking something to give her energy.
True, if she can get more energy. What frames can give energy? I know Trinity can.
Trinity can, but I know that it's not the ability that is given.
Wisp is the teleport, so that wouldn't do anything.
Harrows is the chain grab, so no.
Every single one of these I have.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up an extra one of that.
Everyone wants to pick up an extra Neja Prime, apparently.
He's vaulted.
Ah, that would do it. I didn't know he was vaulted, I just threw him in there.
Yeah. Let me think. Who else can provide energy?
Can Oberon?
Protea can provide.
Oh, yeah, Protea
can provide energy. Oberon, I don't
Oberon's
think
health.
so, but it's been a long time. Yeah, there's a lot of frames that provide health. Very few that provide energy. Though, if you really want to get energy, we can work on making that scythe.
So I have to deal with fucking Cetus.
Yeah.
I hate Cetus. Building, standing there is pain in my ass.
I know it is. But, you know, we could do the Eidolon hunts. There's Eidolon hunt bounties that give decent amounts. I mean, you've seen how fast we tear apart Eidolons now.
So should I just go for efficiency on Nyx?
Efficiency and power strength is what I think I did.
Right, my controller's low. I'm playing too much Warframe. We could run a Hunter's Adrenaline build and like give her some sort of health recovery.
Yeah.
That would give her. That would technically be energy regen.
There's another frame I know that gives energy, but I don't... Yeah, no, it's not the ability you get from subsuming her. What's her name? Gore Queen. Garuda.
Oh, Garuda. Isn't that just Garuda's passive?
What?
She builds energy when you lose health.
Nope. She has an ability that you trade X amount of health for X amount of energy.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's her first ability. I'm pretty sure.
Nope. Third.
What's third ability? Oh,
Yeah.
further than I thought.
First ability is the Dread Mirror, which is a mirror that blocks damage. And
Yeah, I
builds
know.
up
I know what. I
damage
know what
to
her
be sent
abilities
back
do.
out. Second ability is the Blood Altar, which is the ability you get from subsuming her.
Yeah, it's a health. It's an ability. That's not that great.
It's pretty good.
There's
In certain
just-
situations, I argue that it's better than Gloom. Certain situations.
Certain situations, yes. Other situations, as in almost every other
majority-
situation, no.
Good majority of the situations, generally Gloom is your better bet.
Open the relic. Finish your
Boss
mission.
fights though that have ads, you're gonna want that one.
Gloom does
one,
slow
it's
down
not a
and
constant.
lifesteal.
It's lifesteal, yes. Meanwhile,
And Gloom's drain is not that bad.
Meanwhile, the altar is a consistent health, being given, non-life steal in this regard, and two of them can consistently give you health. You don't have to be doing damage. If you have two of them up, you're pretty much immortal as well, especially if you're running a power strength build on her, which you usually are. Because I'm pretty sure all of her abilities benefit from power strength.
Yeah.
So you want some form of power strength on her, at least. Okay, I can do this now.
But on March 21st, we are definitely doing some Urali Prime farming.
Yeah, just know that when Varuna comes out... actually,
When
I may
Varuna
end up
Prime comes
buying
out-
Varuna in all honesty.
You'll pay the $100 for Varuna?
I love Varuna, dude.
Huh? Okay.
You have no idea. I very well might. I don't know if I will, but I might. It depends
Oh my
on what she
god, can
comes
you
with.
believe it? Paris Prime?
A lot of shit in this one.
Yeah.
Someone shit in the cereal, and holy shit, it's shitty.
It tastes terrible.
We continuing?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what to throw in. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Is Garuda vaulted yet?
Mm-mm.
No, figured.
Oh, by the way, the punches are actually doing better even against these guys.
So it was the thing fucking with you.
It's the mod that was being broken.
Collect your necromech from the dispenser at your convenience.
Like, it's even kicking the necromech apart.
Well, it's also shooting it with Latham.
And oxygen are running out.
But yeah, I was actually seeing damage from the punches though too. Yeah, I
friendly
actually believe
necromech?
some of these to be freaking... Yeah, you can summon necromechs in here sometimes. You have to, like, there's something you have to do, I forget how or what, but there's something you have to do in order to get necromechs to spawn.
Oh, that's nice.
Breathe well, Tenno.
Can you like switch into them, or do you use your necromech? Because I know there's some demos
I think you
do
can
that.
you can like summon them, kind of thing, in a weird way. It's not like your normal deploys. It's there's something you have to collect in here, and then put it into a terminal, and then do that.
Oh, this is my
it's a whole
necromech.
process.
Yeah, this is a whole process.
Yeah, I honestly don't know where or how to do it personally.
It's the blue necromech thing on the map now that someone else made show up. Because I'm pretty sure I just ran past your Bone Widow. Because you're using Bone Widow, right?
I'm now using Bone Widow, yeah. So I wanted to try Bone Widow back out. Yep, that's my Bone Widow.
You have but 60 seconds of life support remaining.
Is that good? Aw, it died.
What?
Had a present.
How much damage this form does?
Oh, the grenade launcher mode?
Yeah. Okay, I'm switching back to my Warframe. I need to actually use it. Being Necromech is cool and all, but it's a little outdated.
Sword! Oh, gosh. Okay.
What? What?
They,
They buffed the Bone Widow?
yeah.
You have but 60 seconds of life support remaining.
Most of my slashes are doing over 100,000 damage a slash. And I do still have sword beams.
Nice.
I do not think the Murmur will wish this, do you?
Someone's willingly grabbing a Paris Prime part? Oh, someone's leaving.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not the house, because that's just annoying. Because I'll lose all my Karn on charge. Plus I'd be out of my ability. Well, there's just consistent energy drain. Sorry, energy generation. Oh, that's too high. I saw another Necromech chasing after me. I was like, okay, time to kill it. But no, it's you. Especially since Bone Widow, for some reason, is a lot squishier. It's supposed to be the tankier one.
Because it's supposed to be the tank one, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to kill Bone Widow than it is to kill the other one.
That's the other thing. Like, Bone Widow is technically tankier. It's just that certain weapons have an easier time getting around Bone Widow's defenses. Because most of Bone Widow's, like, tankiness comes from her shield, so... which can only block directly in front of her. On top of the fact that Bone Widow can't, use the ability to regenerate health.
The relic has been cracked open.
Also, I've never seen Bone Widow actually activate its sword.
Well, because it dies too quickly.
Even like when I was farming and I was coming up against Bone Widows before they were nerfed. Yeah. Bone Widow almost never activated its sword. Almost never activated its shield, which is its main thing. And physically could not use its regeneration ability. Which I'm glad it can't use its regeneration, because...
I may have accidentally put on an energy pad. I do that every once in a while. So when I hold my controller weirdly to do stuff, I hit the touchpad and it places items. It's so I switched it to gear slots so I wouldn't accidentally use abilities when I didn't want to.
Yeah.
It's worse to use an ability when you don't want to than just use a very easily replaceable gear item. Thank you, Lumbering Fragment. It's my favorite enemy from here. It's so easy to get headshots on for,
yeah,
the Incarnate weapons. That's basically both, okay.
The other thing is that Bone Widow doesn't actually, like, it'll pull up its shield, but it doesn't use the block function, I've realized. And I say that because there is a difference.
Oh, Eidolon Lens blueprint.
Oh, that's on cooldown. Alright. You're my new shield.
Oh my god, I got it! Was that the only one I was missing? I don't remember. I know I was missing that part, but I may have been missing more.
You staying or going?
Yeah, let's go. Oh well, I want to check it. That was the one piece I was missing for Garuda.
Yeah. Yeah, Bone Widow turns its enemies into shields. Like, not as in like, oh, it gives me my shields back. No, I literally use it as a human shield.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
In fact, here.
I am in a pit.
I got one. Oh, it died.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure there's one. I'm sure there's one up here. Here. Come here, doggo. Yoink! Got it. Ah.
It died.
Yeah.
I think
Got
your
another
Bone
one.
Widow's too strong.
See?
Oh my god, they are. Yeah, I see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So that does two things. One, it can't do that to us, obviously, because it doesn't. That does one of two things. One, it becomes that enemy absorbs any damage that I take. Two, I absorb its health. And heal.
Fun. Getting an Eidolon Lens blueprint's kind of cool. And it didn't look like it had a specific focus. So you could probably put whatever focus you wanted in there.
Eidolon lenses don't have a specific focus tree.
Yeah, they do. I have Eidolon lenses of specific
You
focus.
set it to do that. To craft an Eidolon lens, you have to use a greater lens. And whatever that greater lens is, turns that Eidolon lens into that. But they don't naturally have anything specific. Yeah, it says requires greater focus lens. And so you could choose any of them.
Okay, so I only had one part to Garuda. Until now. Oh wait,
Is
no,
that
I already
one
had
part
the
you need?
I already had the Garuda chassis built, apparently.
Yeah.
So I'm only missing the neuroptics. I know I was missing the systems. So I guess I'll build the systems now. I didn't know I already had the Garuda chassis built. So now I just need the Garuda neuroptics.
Unfortunately, I don't. That's the one piece I'm missing currently. At least as far as another set goes.
I don't have any relics for it. And it's another rare reward. Oh no, no, it's not. I was reading the wrong thing. Garuda Prime neuroptics is what I'm looking for. No, it is another rare reward. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Well, those relics are vaulted. Are all Garuda vault Prime relics? Yeah, they are. Garuda's vaulted.
Oh, she's vaulted now?
Yep.
That must have happened more recent.
Oh, there's even some without that are in the uncommon rewards. What other systems? I keep my brain. He's having a brain tumor. Well, looks like I'm not gonna be able to finish Garuda.
Not right now, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, so what's the plan?
Give me a sec. I can still try getting Zaku Prime.
Zaku's pretty good. What do you need for Zaku Prime?
Pretty sure just the blueprint.
Okay. I have neuroptics and systems just in case, but
Yeah, I have Zaku Prime, Neuroptics, Systems, and Chassis. Yeah. Yeah, I have all 3 parts. I'm just missing the blueprint. I kind of wish there was some better looking effect, not from us, Ciandanas. I don't like 90% of the Ciandanas.
I like my Ciandana, but
You good
So-
there.
Zaku Prime Blueprint, rare reward.
I know.
There's only one relic with it.
And I have it. No, it's the X1s.
Yep. These fucking rare rewards, man.
Yeah. They kicked me in the nuts.
Yeah.
Hello.
Heck, gay.
Not as much as you.
I need more chalky.
She needs more chalky.
No. She needs chocolate, and I don't have the money for chocolate.
Well, Sacred doesn't like chocolate, and I don't keep chocolate on hand, so...
Technically, I do have chocolate.
But
It's the chocolate from Easton. It's been in the
Fucking what?
freezer forever.
Oh,
Because Easter, you have to have chocolate.
You should get one of your brothers to bring that to me because you love me so much.
she would probably love you forever.
It's not. I'm pretty sure it's cookies and cream. I'm pretty sure.
Now she would really love you forever. Oh, so you want to see the bullshit here? So normally, try to wall climb. You only get about that high.
Oh, fuck. Why were
What?
you in groups? I accidentally joined another mission thinking you were grouped with me, but you're not.
Mm-mm.
Actually, I can get higher, too.
Remember, it did the thing. Because we
Oh,
have to
yeah.
leave the derelict or whatever.
Apparently I can.
Hopefully I don't lose my X1 relic. I'm pretty sure the only way to lose it is to open it. Oh, fuck, it's 8:55. We'll do one at relic opening. And then we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
This cape makes me feel like Batman.
Hmm?
The Tenocon cape, when it's not transformed, makes me feel like Batman.
Next time. I haven't yet, because I wasn't sure if it would be compatible. But I can absolutely give it a try.
I wanna... Nah, I wanna... You know what, fuck it.
I'm building so much shit right now.
Oh, that's cool. So apparently the new Apex character, Sparrow,
Yeah.
he's got the tracker darts.
Mm.
And apparently you can shoot a tracker dart onto a survey beacon and it'll just scan it.
Ah, nice.
So we'll stay for the 5 minutes and then we'll leave. Because that will be out of screen time. I kind of wish Stalker's ship wasn't just cosmetic and it actually had an effect of its own.
The longer you hold out, the weaker the murder.
Yeah, but I'm chill with it.
Make your presence known.
Yeah, you got Stalker's ship, you're happy.
To crack open a relic.
Our foes have compromised the habitation systems. How predictable. Stand by for life support.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
I'm just standing in the middle of all of them, letting them hit me.
Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic.
Hey, increase your shield capacity. And now I give you more damage.
I think that's unnecessary.
I think it is perfectly necessary.
Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic.
Oh, that's how you're doing it, Jade.
Judgment.
And actually, it's shield to capacity and shield recharge rate.
Yeah.
Capsule incoming. Use it well.
Oh.
They're expensive.
Ooh. Is that for me?
Feels like I'm holding onto a dread mirror with this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, I had an idea for the next time we play Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
Oh.
Dead by Daylight, custom lobbies, but you have to play with your killer's perks plus one extra.
then
Okay.
then Connor will suffer. Dracula's perks are garbage. And Ghoul's perks are good, just not on Ghoul. It's an interesting concept.
I'd be down for a round of it.
Basically being like, yeah, you can.
And you know you're forcing me to play an endgame build, right?
Yeah.
If I play Ghoul, I'm forced into playing an endgame build.
Which sucks for you.
You don't want me to do endgame Ghoul.
No, I always saw this thing where it was a endgame Dracula build. And I just thought the idea of the whole build was hilarious because it basically relied on an endgame build, and it used Alucard's shield as the add-on.
Oh, that's the
That's the one that makes it so that the fire pillars are in the spawn gate area.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that they ran that with Blood Warden.
That's hilarious.
And so the whole idea of the build was to get them to eventually go to the gates, and it was all about stalling and making it so that, like, at endgame you wanted to open up the door yourself. Like, as the last gen is done, you want to open up the door yourself. And then you use as many perks to slow down gate progress on the other gate. And so it's basically forcing people to have to try to rush your gate. But your gate has the Alucard shield going, it has Blood Warden, it had Noed, it had a bunch of other shit that just made the build ridiculous.
False hope build, basically.
Yeah, basically. It's like, oh, congrats, you did the last generator. Now just run. Get out of here.
It probably had no way out, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Ed.
No way out.
False hope.
That's what a trickster's perks basically blocks the exit gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, again, false hope. It is legitimately a false hope build.
They're known as endgame builds.
Yeah.
The whole idea of the build
there is
so
endgame,
funny,
and then
I
there's
think
just
it's
false hope, which was that.
Then I am able to siphon valuables from the strongholds.
Yeah.
You will never see this fish coming. When you are ready to return, the sanctum is waiting for you.
Damn it. And I already have all the shit.
Yep. I'll take one of those. Yeedly deet. Time to get out of here. Oh, Shadow. I wanted to ask you about something.
You want to ask me about something? Gross.
Yes, it's in reference to D&D.
Ah, okay. Deal. What's up?
So, considering we just had two people bite the bullet, croak, cease to exist.
Literally.
Literally. I was thinking, I don't think anything will happen due to like anything like specific, like what happened with Sacred being the whole paladin and stuff like that. But
yeah.
Nothing like that'll happen to me. But you never know what happens.
No, exactly.
But
your lack of communication skills might eventually become a problem.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like they're trying to fix that very quickly.
Well, the characters currently with you, we're trying to fix that.
Yeah.
Our new ones might not give a shit.
Well, I know. Connor was specifically like, okay,
yeah.
Before we do any other shit, my character's sitting down with Lightning's character, and we're fixing this communication bullshit. Because there's obviously more going on with him, and we need to understand what the fuck is going on.
Mission complete.
Everyone expected the frickin', everyone expected the weird transformation stuff that you guys didn't actually get to see. What was not expected was the red glowing eyes off of the kills.
Worst part is, Georgie was a werewolf, and now you're a werewolf. Now that we lost Georgie as a player. Anyway, I'm gonna call stream here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, stream.